Hey, this is Virus, and this is the very first video game related video that I'm gonna be doing. This isn't me playing a video game and doing a video at the same time because I don't have a video game system to do this with, and I don't have a camera to be able to record the game and record myself at the same time. But this is about video games that have multiple difficulties that go from easy to 1,000 times more difficult. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to agree with me that even on an easier difficulty, there are some games that have, and I'm pretty sure everybody's run into one of these, a OP character or an OP enemy in the video game. I'm going to list off a couple of games that I know of that have them. Uh, the Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, has a bunch of fucking OP characters or enemies in the game. Um, there are that's like literally one of the only ones I can think of right now off the top of my head because that's the last one I played. Um, as most video gamers know what OP should stand for, overpowered characters. And I'm sure a lot of people have run into one of those in multiple games that they have played, especially in fucking Dark Souls. I have played it once and I stopped playing it because it was fucking ridiculous. I was even playing on easy and I was getting my ass kicked. Even after I played it for a while and got up in level. Um, Now, I've theorized that there's not just the OP characters, the overpowered characters, but there are two more levels to these OP characters. Once you get up in difficulty, like in Skyrim, I'm gonna keep using this as reference because, like I said, this was the last video game that I ever played on a game system about a year and a half ago or more, 2 years ago was the last time I played a video game, which is sad because I love video games and I miss playing video games. If I had video games right now, I wouldn't even be making this video. I'd be playing my game system. But once you get higher up in level, uh, let's say you're playing on normal and you reach like level 50 in Skyrim, like I said, the only reference I have right now is Skyrim. You reach level 50 or 60, not only do you reach a stronger level, but the enemies go up in strength, it seems. And an OP enemy can go from OP to F.O.P. This is a new category of of characteristic that I consider to be fucking overpowered. Because just because you get overpowered doesn't mean that doesn't stop the enemies from getting more overpowered. Which I have concluded to be the fucking overpowered enemies. Um Trolls, for example, like snow trolls or ogres. Not ogres, the fuck are they called? Those big, ugly motherfuckers that are like camped out and they have those fucking clubs. Yeah, those fucking guys that walk around with clubs. Giants, trolls, and giants. OP off the bat. You know, even after you can reach like level 30 or 35 or 40, and they'll still be overpowered. Um, yeah, but once you reach, it just seems like there's no level cap for an enemy, even though they should have made a level cap. I'm pretty sure they did after a while once they started getting complaints about, oh, I finally reached like level 60. I actually had this happen. Somebody sat there and told me like I watched a review and it's like I finally reached level 60, but it seems like snow trolls and giants are still leveling higher than I can reach before I can beat them. So you still got to be able to keep your distance and try to beat them from a distance instead of beating them up front. Now, once you get into the legendary difficulty of Skyrim, that's when your enemies go from not just OP or FOP, fucking overpowered, they go to MFOP, motherfucking overpowered. Like I said, most enemies have no level cap in Skyrim, and they will keep fucking leveling until it is so difficult to beat them that you just try and find your way around until you try to find a mile long shortcut around the enemy so that way you don't have to try and confront them or try to plow through them without taking any damage. Because once they reach, um, even if they're just OP, most OP characters are already overpowered and they do substantial amount of damage. They will blast half your health away. Once they reach their fucking overpowered level, once they reach FOP, that's when they don't just chunk your health. They start doing incredible unaccurate amounts of fucking damage. And then once you go into legendary and they reach that level where it's the M.F.O.P, the motherfucking overpowered levels, it's like if you even encounter them and they strike you once, you're fucking dead. And then you got to start back from your last save point. And half the time, most people don't even remember when they last saved. So, suggestion, if you play a game and you're playing a harder level, don't save and then level up 10 more times and then expect to be able to go and beat a motherfucking overpowered enemy thinking you're high enough level when you're not. And you saved 10 levels ago. Save before you go and fight that enemy, because then it saves you the extra hour or two that you gotta level up 10 more times again. But then you think and be like, I'm gonna go around him instead of trying to go through him. I'm Virus, and this was the first video game rant video. There will be more to come. I'll find something else to talk about video games. Again, Virus, and I am out.